in the studio now. This is my all-purpose studio. I use it for painting. I use it for collage. Some of you who've seen my work on Etsy know that I make a lot of covers for iPads and Kindles, e-readers. But today it's a clay studio. So I'm taking these pieces of fired but unglazed clay, and I want to put a patina on them that makes them look aged, like this piece, and also brings out the texture of the stamps and what other embellishments I've added to the faces. So after a lot of experimentation, I figured out that, well, first of all, we don't want to glaze it because glazing will seal the porosity, and we want the clay to breathe, and while it's still fired and hard, we also want it to be able to disperse the essential oils, because that's an integral part of the whole scent shard idea. So first of all, I worked with acrylic paint, which wasn't bad, but it's still, because of the plastic nature of it, didn't seem to go with the clay quite as well as I wanted to. So I found some walnut crystals. This is walnut ink, and it's made from the shells of walnuts. And if you've peeled a lot or cracked a lot of walnuts, you know that it can turn your hands black. And I use that to kind of keep the porosity, but add a little bit of depth. And you can also get it commercially made like this. This is a terracotta color. It may not be dark enough, but we'll try it. But in order to prevent getting too much on, I'm going to spray this with water first. And notice when I spray it with water, it dampens it, but because the clay is porous, it doesn't melt it, and yet it absorbs the water. And now I'm going to spray on some of this terracotta ink, and you can see it's darkening it. We don't want it darkened all over. What we want to do is put on a patina. So almost immediately I take a rag and wipe the upper surfaces so that the walnut ink gets into the cracks, and it adds a nice natural finish. Walnut ink is totally organic. Probably I'd add a bit more patina, adding a few more coats of this. I may add a few other things, substances, perhaps rub some moss into it, do some specific rubbing with places that need to be darker, like right up here. I can see this little stamp might need to be darker, so I'll go back and work with that. But basically it becomes part of the clay at this point. It won't wash out, and it gives a nice finish to the scent shard. You'll see at the end of this little video some ways to use these scent shards. One of the really important parts of the concept is the essential oil. And if you're interested in essential oils, I've been a certified aromatherapist since 1989, and I maintain a research site with a partner who is a biochemist at chemaroma.com, and it's a nonprofit educational site, so lots of good things there about essential oils. But the essential oils that come with these little shards are 100% pure, and they're lavender based, which is a very nice oil. So that's the process, and now I'll show you a couple of ways that you can use these little sculptures to bring a touch of art and serenity to your surroundings. Thanks.